Hey VC, it's Joel coming at you from Planet 13, and this is my December haul or pickups, and I got some really strange VCLT. I'm going to start with that. I like to cut to the chase. If you're clicking on my thumbnail, you're probably most interested in that, so why beat around the bush? But with that said, there is a bit of background information to this VCLT that I have to go back to and discuss. So the story goes back 8 years to 2013, which I can't believe was 8 years ago. Time flies. I was living in a townhouse with some roommates, and I got a weird letter in the mail. It says, "For your eyes only." And this showed up, and it wasn't actually mailed. Someone dropped it off, but they kind of wanted to look like it was mailed from New Orleans. And inside, there's some like schematics for like a time machine. And there's also like a letter with some geo coordinates and such, and it says, "Meet me at November 3rd, 1930 at 11:30 p.m." So I was supposed to like build the time machine and go to this Harker house or Harker mansion on November 3rd, 1930. And I thought that was kind of cool, kind of strange. It's on really nice paper and whatnot. I thought it was really cool. But yeah, it was kind of unusual, and I didn't think much of it. And then I bought a house in 2015, and then one day another mysterious package showed up. This did have a return address on it. The return address was Joey Ramone's grave in New York City, and that was kind of strange. But it wasn't actually mailed from New York City. It was dropped off at my house, so it had to have been someone that knew I'd moved recently and knew my new address. And my old house was kind of like a party house. When I lived in the townhouse, we'd have a party. We were all bartenders, and we'd have parties consistently. Just after your shift, people would stop in. We'd be up till 4 in the morning. We weren't hard drinkers or anything. We just watched a lot of movies and talked and had fun. But when I moved to our new house, I didn't really have company because I was dirt poor, and I had a different job by then. But anyway, this book showed up, and it's called The Babadook, and it's got a really nice kind of mossy cover. It's a really kind of expensive feeling book, and it's a pop-up book, and it looks handmade. There's no like USB number or ISBN number in this thing. So it looks like a movie prop, or maybe someone made it on Etsy. But yeah, there's no like author information. It is from a movie though. Like if you've seen the movie, I think it's a New Zealand movie. This is like a big set prop in the movie itself. But I have no idea who sent it. No one ever admitted or owned up to sending it. So it's very weird, and I would be afraid, of course. This would freak me out, but I know this person probably paid $100 or something for this thing, because it's got to be handcrafted, or they made it themselves. I don't know, but yeah, very cool. And again, that was five years ago. I'll show you one more pop up here. This one's the creepiest. I always open it this one, and when you open it, it's like this lady kind of slitting her own throat. So very creepy, but it didn't bother me. I like horror movies and such, so I thought it was cool, but I just wanted to thank whoever had sent it, right? Now we're flashing forward to now. Just a week ago, just after Christmas, this lands on my door. This isn't a book, this is some VCLT. I would have opened this live, but there's no address, no return address, nothing on the box, just a simple box. So I didn't think it was VCLT, I just thought, what the heck's this? And I really kind of forgot about the book. And again, this is the Babadook soundtrack. This one's done by Waxwork though. So I knew this existed. I just never, I never bought it myself. I kind of wanted it, but I want every vinyl. But I was never going to I probably wasn't going to use my own money to buy it unless it was on sale. Because when you ship things up from the States to Canada, it just ends up costing three times the amount you paid for it with duties and whatnot and shipping. So this is a nice gatefold with a pop-up. And I imagine the person who sent this. Really cool vinyl though. I enjoyed it. So whoever sent it, thank you. I don't think it's someone from the VCLT, but it might be someone who was watching my videos. Because they must probably knew I was into vinyl to want to send me that. So thank you. The vinyl itself is really cool. It's on this black and white kind of modeled vinyl. So one of my better looking vinyls. It's really nice looking. And then here's the label with all the songs. So it's really cool. And yeah, I'm just happy someone sent that. Thank you. And that ends my really strange VCLT. So if that's all you wanted to see, move along. And thank you for watching. For my December haul, though, I'll get started on that. The first thing I picked this up as a birthday present to myself. I had a birthday on December 6th, and it was a very lonely birthday. I was kind of shut down by then. I was working from home, and I hadn't really seen anyone. I got a lot of phone calls and texts for my birthday, so it was a good birthday. But I picked myself up this. This is a reproduction by Sundazed. It's reproduction of Alice Cooper's, before he was Alice Cooper. They were the Spiders. So it's a reproduction of their first EP, Why Don't You Love Me and Don't Blow Your Mind. There's also Hitchhike on there as well. Really cool reproduction. Cost me $7 American. It was on sale. They had like a Black Friday sale still going on. And it's good affordable shipping, so it didn't cost me a lot. But yeah, it's on like a transparent yellow. I think they originally put this out in 2011, and there's still copies that exist. So if you're an Alice Cooper fan, this is still available, easy to buy. Beats buying the original version. They only ever made like 500 copies, and none of those probably survived. Like a lot of them are probably destroyed over time because this came out before Alice Cooper was huge with like Schools Out, you know, so many copies probably got destroyed by radio stations or lost or whatnot. So yeah, good buy if you're a Cooper fan. And yeah, you just Google Sundazed records and you'll find where you can buy it. And then the next few albums I picked up on sale. A lot of them arrived yesterday. I ordered them in December with some Christmas money that I got or saved up for. But yeah, a lot of them I haven't really listened to a lot because they just kind of arrived yesterday or earlier on last week. So this one arrived yesterday, and it is Primus. It's the Black Friday record store day Primus. It's the 3D album, so this covers in 3D. Comes with 3D glasses that landed on the floor here. So here they are here. This is Primus's first album, and it's like a live album. Only the cover is 3D. I checked out the sleeve. It's not in 3D, unfortunately. And it comes on like a nice transparent blue. Really cool. Really, again, a nice looking album. So that was cool to pick up. I have listened to it. Sounds great to me. And happy to have that one. The 3D effect's kind of cool too, but yeah, only the cover is in 3D. At the same time, I picked up this. This is Rocktober from 2019. It's MC5's first, I think it's their first album. I've only given it a listen once. I'm not familiar with MC5. I only know basically what I learned from like Steve Carlson. I know he has a few of their albums. I remember him talking and discussing them. There's the back cover. This comes on a red, white, and blue vinyl. That's pretty cool. Although I don't see any red in mine. Again, I don't see red very well, so it might not even be there. I guess there's some red there maybe. But yeah, it's a nice looking album too. So I'm like 3 for 3 for nice looking albums. Next album I picked up was a recommendation from Jeff at Various Vinyl. And it's Thin Lizzy. Thunder and Lightning. This album is probably Thin Lizzy's heaviest album by far. It sounds great. And yeah, Jeff was right. This album's rocking. I guess most Thin Lizzy albums are rocking though. Very nice album though. Just on standard black Vertigo label. No inserts, no gatefold. You get a download card, but otherwise basic. That's all I kind of usually want. And again, I got all these albums. I didn't buy anything off of Amazon this December. A lot of, in Canada, we have something called Boxing Day. So a lot of independent record stores had sales, And because where I live, we're in Ontario, everything's shut down across the whole province. Everyone kind of has everything online right now, so it's a little easier to get these things. And yeah, this is what I got this from independent record dealer. And from the same dealer, I got Blondie's first album, Parallel Lines. No, not Blondie's first album, her second album. This is my favorite Blondie album. This is one of my, I want to say this is one of my favorite top 10 80s albums, probably. Maybe 70s albums. Yeah, it came out in the 70s, so I guess I have to say 70s albums. I equate this with the 80s. Awesome album. Just your basic inner sleeve on standard black. I think this should be in everyone's collection if you're a pop music kind of fan or just a music fan. I'm not like putting anyone down if they don't have it. I just think this is a really, really good album. A lot of great songs on here. Hanging on the Telephone, One Way or Another, Heart of Glass, Picture This. I think my favorite song is, what is it now? Not Sunday Girl, which is a good song. It's I'm Gonna Love You Too. I like that song a lot. So, yeah, great album. And sounds fantastic on vinyl. I heard things I never heard before. The background vocals of the band really shine on this, so you know, Blondie's got her voice, but you really hear the background vocals of the band itself on that pressing. And because I like pop music, I got Taylor Swift's, not her latest. I can't even buy her latest. It's all sold out everywhere. And I would have pre-ordered it, but it was pretty pricey. They were asking a lot of money for Evermore and Folklore, but this came out before, and prices came down. I expect Folklore and Evermore will come down too, which are good albums. You get a nice little gatefold there. This is recent. The big hits off here, what were they? They were Me and You Have to Calm Down. And these are on like some pastel kind of vinyl. Transparent kind of pastel colors. Really nice looking albums. Really nice packaging. Good album too. Like I wasn't really impressed with those singles, but when you listen to it as a whole on this record experience, the vinyl experience, it makes a lot more sense. You might mock me for liking Taylor Swift, but I think she's a fantastic songwriter, and I've always liked pop music, and I don't like a lot of pop music. Taylor Swift's basically the only modern artist I listen to, and I'm allowed my guilty pleasure. But anyway, my last album I'm going to show is a big contrast from Taylor Swift. It's Gwar's, their second album, Scumdogs of the Universe. This was recently reissued on 2 LPs, and they remastered it as well. So it sounds way better than it did when I had it on cassette. Just a better pressing. Gwar is like this kind of comic booky band. I remember, this is like a side story. This is like on a red vinyl. I remember in my 30s, I was complaining about concerts, and like I was like, I no longer want to stand up at the front. I just want seats. And my roommate was mocking me pretty hard. He's like, oh man, you're getting old. And he went to a festival where Gwar was headlining. And he apologized to me when he came back. He's like, I had to leave before Gwar because I was so tired seeing all these other bands at this festival. And I'm like, you don't want to leave a concert with Gwar playing, because Gwar puts on like this ferocious show. They just have all these props on stage, and they throw people on fake meat grinders and cover you in blood. And it's just an experience that you should not pay for a ticket and then leave. Anyway, that wraps up my vinyl haul for December. Thank you for watching. Until next time, cheers.